All right, everyone. Welcome to our video session for this week. Today, we're asking for feedback from our community members in celebration of our 1-year anniversary, which is a huge deal. And thank you for sticking by us for 1 year. And can't wait to hear what you guys all have to say about how we can do more in the coming year. The point of video sessions is ultimately to bring people together around the world and in order to brainstorm and learn from each other about our own experiences on how we can make a positive difference in the world. Impaction is aiming to do just that, just making it more accessible for people to make a positive social impact. And that is also happening through our current clothing donation drive. We have 865 clothes already donated, which is great. So thank you, community members, for your support and making an impact around the world. Mission is that we believe in creating an accessible space where people take ownership in solving social issues in their local communities. So ultimately, the best way, the most sustainable way that we found through research and data collection is that right now, social entrepreneurship is on the uptick, and social impact is on the uptick, where people are signing on more and more to the social impact space. Corporations are being held more socially responsible as well. And ultimately, our goal is to show that, it's not only up to the policymakers, it's not only up to the business and the corporations to make an impact, but we can do it in our local communities. And the point is to decentralize the power and ultimately understand that we hear like a bunch of passivity in the system, and we have to understand that we have more power than we think. We're doing this through what we call our social innovation journey, where there are ultimately smaller ways, quote unquote, you can make a difference. There are actually 5 ways we found that you can make a difference. The very last is by creating an initiative, which is like creating a social enterprise. But you can actually make a difference by sharing a positive news article or discussing and connecting with people on the space. And you can also make a positive impact by supporting other social enterprises, whether that's by donations, whether it's by volunteering, or whether that's by being a part of the staff. The point that we're trying to make is that in the social impact space, being a social entrepreneur isn't the only solution.
She mentioned wanting to know more about how social enterprise aligns with collaborative efforts and seeing a lack of that. It was really hard for me to answer that question because I hadn't really seen many collaborative efforts, especially long-term sustaining collaborative efforts. Many times it could be like small collaborations or short-term collaborations. So I think that's where Impaction is unique, and hopefully more and more collaborations, long-term ones, will spur in the social entrepreneurship space. And I think the focus on quality and not just reach is also a very important distinction. I think many people get pressured or very overwhelmed with impact measurement and sacrifice quality or effectiveness or even like long-term results for reach, or get confused, think that reach is the only way and scale is the only way to make an impact. So those 3 things I think that Impaction does well.